Good day, it's Father Tom, and I'm glad to be with you today. Oh yeah, I'm glad to be with you today. Today I was driving with someone. I was not the driver. I was the passenger. And we drove by one of the great storage places. Oh yes, storage places. And I started to sing. Oh, come, come to my storage house. You louse. It'll cost you $90 a month, and you pay it every month. Why not give it away and make someone happy someday? Come with your junk to my storage house. Come with your junk to my storage house, yeah. I know that life has changed in the world because that which we used to give away, now we store up. And we store up, and it doesn't make any sense, because if you're paying $90 a month, at the end of the year, that's over $1,000, and that means that you could have bought something new. But you see, greed has taken over the whole experience. Greed has taken over the whole experience. I just want to tell you, I'm not into greed. Today, I went to the Stop and Shop. You might say, what did you buy? Nothing. Oh, I did. I bought a $50 gift certificate and another $50 gift certificate and another $50 gift certificate and a $100 gift certificate and another 50 and another 100, and I just gave the 100 away to people who aren't working. Because greed can have nothing to do with my life. We are in an economic downfall, and there are people who aren't eating. I don't know if you know that you're so insular that there are people who are not eating. And you see, I can't live like that. If I say I love Jesus Christ, and that the Lord Jesus Christ died for my sins and rose from the dead, I cannot live like that. I cannot live like that. I cannot think that, yesterday I went to the Stop and Shop myself, and they had porterhouse steak for $4.99 a pound. So I bought myself 3 packages. Now, the 3 packages cost, I got 6 steaks, $30. Now, I used my own money. Now, if I can spend $30 on me and the priest that lives with me for steak, let me tell you that we can spend $500 on gift certificates. Because people are hungry. And you might not think that people are hungry, but you know what? People are hungry. I had an experience just recently, and I saw it in somebody's eyes. I just gave some food away. Somebody's eyes, my gosh. When I said, could someone take this home? My Lord, I saw the need. I saw the need, like, don't throw it away. There were only bones from a turkey breast. And I saw the need. And I said, you know what? Oh God, have mercy on us. Just have mercy on us. We store our goods away. We pay for them. We don't share with people. People in our neighborhood are hungry. We think about only ourselves. And you know what? If I had to live like that, I'd check out of the human race. I would check out, because you know what? Dogs don't even live like that. Or maybe they do. If you have 2 dogs, they're going to They're going to make sure they're going to get most of what they get in the plate. But you see, we're supposed to be human beings. We're not dogs. And we're supposed to be looking out for other people. We're not dogs. And we're supposed to be caring for people. We're not dogs. And I want to tell you that when I saw that storage place today, I just wanted to get sick. I wanted to get sick because people's idea of making money and people's idea of storing up their goods is offensive to me and offensive to God, I'm going to tell you. You know, I could just see, somebody giving away the things that are in your storage place, making somebody happy. I had an automobile once that was left to me when David Allen died. He was a seminarian. We kept him in our house for the last 5 months of his life. He had cancer. He was in his 60s. He had no one to care for him. So I took him to my house. And we cared for him. And it was an honor to care for him. He was the seminarian who died while I was celebrating Mass. Imagine. And he had about 40 people around him who loved him. But there was a car left in my driveway, and I had to get rid of the car eventually. There was a man from the Belgian Congo who has 6 children, had no automobile. So, you know what? He got the car. Oh, I could have got a little money for it. But there was a family who needed that automobile with 6 children and a low-paying job. See, I don't understand how people live. And I'm going to tell you, we are going to face the experience of looting in the coming years. I'm prophesying now. And if you don't know how to share now, my God, people will kill for a bottle of milk. Just look at Katrina. Look at Katrina. Things are not going to get better with our economy. Oh, they will go up a little. But then there's going to be the big what? The big dive. That's it. I know that to be true. See, I'm not afraid about that. I'm not afraid about that. Let me also tell you something else. With Master Obama, the church will lose its tax-free number eventually. We have to pay his $1 trillion deficit. And you know what? That means he's got to get taxes. He will even tax the church buildings. Eventually, you watch. You watch Master Obama, the president that you probably elected because he cares for the poor. He cares for the poor. I'm going to tell you who cares for the poor. People who do this, they care for the poor. He cares for the bureaucracy. He doesn't care for you. And if you think he does, you're a fool. You're a big fool. But you see, it's up to the people who say they love the Lord to care for people, to find out who's in need. See, last week I went to Roxy's, okay? Roxy's is a meat market in Quincy. I happened to be in that area because I have a doctor in that area, and they were selling chicken legs and quarters for 39 cents a pound. That's very cheap. So I just loaded I never know who's going to come to my house who's in need. I just loaded my cart up. Then they were selling chicken drumlets or drumsticks for 49 cents a pound. Well, I got a whole lot because that's what we give to the poor every week. Then they had chicken breasts that I cut. I'm also a butcher, I make cutlets out of them. If you think I'm going to go buy cutlets, you're nuts. So I just cut the cutlets with the chicken breast. I got it for $1.49 a pound. That's boneless. And then I share my stuff. I share my stuff. I'm not telling you this because I'm looking for a star. I'm telling you that's the way we were brought up. You see, we were brought up that way. No more. We store our goods. We store all our stuff. It's all our stuff. Well, I could have had joy giving it away. I could have felt good about myself that I gave it away. I don't know if you remember when President Clinton was running for president that he gave his underwear to the Salvation Army and he got a write-off for it. The cheap punk. The cheap punk. Like, I don't understand. See, maybe just because not only I'm a Christian, but I'm Italian. Maybe that's the reason. Like, I don't understand it. I don't. It's totally beyond me how people can not care for other people. It's totally beyond me. How people can store up things when other people are in need. It's totally beyond me. I don't understand it. When I say Jesus gave his life for me, and he gave his life on a cross, naked, gave himself for me, there's got to be a reciprocation of pouring myself out for people. And I'm not telling you I'm the most generous person in the world. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I just happen to care for people. I happen to care. When I took those chicken breasts and I said, now who would want these? I said, my gosh, my gosh, my gosh, my gosh. See, this is totally beyond me. It's not even in my scope not to care for people. You know, it's a funny thing, I want to tell you. Even if people don't like me, even if people hate me, they come in my house, I give them everything I have. Because that's the way I was brought up. I wasn't brought up to hoard. But let me tell you this, the more I give away, the more I get. That's just real. That's just real. The more I give away, the more I receive. And it comes in through the funniest means. Through the funniest means. I'm going to tell you, I'm not poor. I have money. I have my own money. But I have learned over all my life that it is better to give than it is to receive. That's what St. Paul says that Jesus said. You won't find that in the Gospels. But St. Paul says, Jesus said, it is better to give than to receive. But I'm also going to tell you, I'm a good receiver too. I'm a good receiver. I'm a good receiver. As I give, I receive. So today, you know, we went out to get $500 of gift certificates. It might do you good when you go to the market basket or the Stop and Shop to get a $25 gift certificate to give to somebody in need. It might do you good. to stop thinking about yourself alone and to stop thinking about somebody else. It might be good to get your stuff out of storage and save that money and give the stuff away because you're never going to use it anyway. You see, it is better to give than to receive. But in giving we receive. Jesus says, as we give, we receive. How? Pressed down, shaken together, and running over into the folds of your garments. So you don't only receive, but what you receive is pressed down, shaken together to get it down more, and flowing over. That's the way. That's the way of life. Give, and you shall receive. Die, and you shall live. Oh yes, right now, we're seeing all those bulbs that were dormant, dead, now coming alive. There is no life without death. Or if you're planting your basil and you did it from seed, the seed had to die in order to give you that beautiful basil. You see, it's all a law. You give and you receive. Somebody says, I gave $10 to the church. I say, oh, thanks a lot. You know what? How much money do you spend on scratch tickets? You know, you're scratching. Scratch, scratch, scratch. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your money. You're wasting it, my friend. You're wasting it. It's like throwing it away. Let me tell you what we did for Easter. Do you know that Haiti is the poorest country in the world? Do you know that the children in Haiti, they have no running water, many of them, and they wash in sewerage water? Do you know that? Well, if you don't, I'm telling you, it's true. So you know what I did for Easter? I sent Father Ulrich, who was with me many years ago, who's in Haiti, who's a pastor, $2,000. He had all the kids in the area for Easter dinner and their families. And they had plenty of food to eat. Plenty of food to eat. Plenty of food. Their tummies got filled that day. Only God knows when their tummies are going to get filled again. Only God knows that. So I'm not saying this to kind of put a crown on my head. I'm saying this that, you know what? People have needs. And we're all crunched today with this economy. Everything has been shaken together. But you don't get out of it unless you're generous. I don't know if you've noticed, but gas prices, they've fallen and now they're rising again, but they weren't what they used to be, almost $4. I don't know if you've noticed that the food that went up when the gas prices was way up have not gone down. I don't know if you've noticed that. I notice it. It's a call for me to give more. No, not on people that are going to take advantage of me, but people that are in need. See, I can't live thinking that I could buy myself 6 pieces of steak and other people will go to bed hungry. I can't live that way. Personally, I can't live that way. I'd have nightmares. That's one of the reasons I won't go to Haiti. To see the dire need that the people have there will absolutely destroy me. I think I have to spend the rest of my life raising money for them. That's why I don't go to Haiti. Just to see their dire need. Children washing in sewer water. Children starving. No medical facilities. I'm not telling you I'm doing anything great. I'm just telling you I'm just doing the minimum. So all I'm doing is the minimum. If you've not learned to be generous, I'm going to tell you, you're going to leave it all behind anyway. And it'll be there for your kids to fight about. I am so sick of children who come to me that they don't talk to their brothers and sisters because of money, because of houses. It's so stupid. Imagine losing a brother or a sister because somebody got a house and you didn't. And she took care of Mama for how many years? Well, nobody even came to visit Mama. You know, let me just tell you, you're going to be dead a long time. You'll be dead a long time. Take your stuff out of storage. Go give it to somebody. Make somebody happy. Stop buying certificates for people who need it, and you don't even have to let them know you gave it. Mail it to them with somebody else's name on it. If you know that somebody's in need. Stop living for yourself. Stop living for yourself. Get out of your world, for heaven's sake. Get into other people's worlds. That's why so many people are gossips. You want to know why you gossip? Because your life is all about you. Gossip, they still talk about anybody. Go do something good, for heaven's sake. Go do something good while you still can. Stop talking about people. Stop wagging your tongue. It'll get you to hell. Stop living as if it's your last day. Stop living as if, the people around the corner, they count, despite what you think about them. Start opening your freezer and give people what they need if they're hungry, and you know it, and they're out of a job. Please. Get out of this gossip stuff. Stop talking about people. Get a life. And if you're generous, be more generous. Be more generous. I know. It's hard to hear during economic recession. But can I say things? It's going to get worse. Whether you like it or not, it's going to get worse. Because we deserve what we're getting. We deserve what we're getting. Today, 3,500 children were chopped up from the womb. Do you know that? Let me end with the story. A couple of weeks ago, we went to my friend's house in Chestnut Hill. It's a beautiful home. She cares for women who want to keep their children. I couldn't tell you what she's done for them. She's saved over 200 children. She cares for them. She buys carriages. She buys, my Lord. She doesn't have to do it, but she does it. Even though they have money, they don't have to do it, but they do it. If they need rent, they're helping with rent. They carry on. They follow these people through. Anyway, she brought home with her a woman who was going to have an abortion. And let me tell you, this woman had gone through the first process. What they do is they put sticks in the uterus called laminaria, which will open up the cervix, which will cause a spontaneous abortion. So she went through it one day, and the next day she was going for the second part of the procedure. And so she changed her mind, but it usually doesn't work. The baby dies, and Well, she came that day, and we were at Eleanor's house, and as we were at Eleanor's house, the woman's crying. I've got 3 children, I can't afford a 4th. So I just went to her, and I just put her in my arms and just let her cry. And I said, we've got to trust God. We're going to help you. We're going to help you. We're going to trust God. Well, do you know, her cervix closed. Do you know that she did not have the spontaneous abortion? We have a picture of the baby, the ultrasound. Eleanor's husband, who's so generous, saw the picture, says, Father Tom, look at the picture of the baby. See the baby's face, yeah? He's smiling. Baby was smiling. At least it looked that way. Thank God for people who go the extra mile. Thank God for people who are generous in their need. Thank God for people who give things away. Thank God for people who don't store things up. Thank God for people that aren't cheap. I can deal with a lot of things. I can't deal with cheap people. May Almighty God bless you, the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. God bless you.